Ну что, ребят, всем привет. Давайте посмотрим, что у нас в продолжении этого вампиреныша. Я тут немного попроходил, конечно. Ричарда. Так, а я где нахожусь? Окей. Так, стоять. Это я... А это я в убежище. Так, нет, ищите убежище. Смотрим, что получится. Интересно, если так вырубить, что будет? Так еще тоже прикольно. Так.
Excuse me, sir.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say?
Really?
I'm joking.
Дочка. Спасибо,
You have a
докtora.
nurse named Dorothy.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a night.
According to you,
Not familiar with this neighbour.
this part...
Totally.
May I ask?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes.
Че такого нет?
Have you heard...
Dorothy Crane.
Could you please...
She's a night.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Welcome, sir.
I am Dr. Reed.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm back.
Have you had...
Nurse Crane. So the bitch with...
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. What?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name.
Докtora.
Something like Dorothea Cranny.
That doesn't explain why she irritates...
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and...
Right then.
Так, у меня что есть? 35, 15. Кольцо. Так. Найти Клейтон.
Malevolence and trickery.
Forgive my...
Do not apologize, my son.
I am Doc...
A sign?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy?
I don't like the liberal ideas of...
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But...
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral...
Why do you hate Nurse...
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happened.
What do you mean when you say that I am more
All scientists are entangled.
Quite a job.
So you are seeking answers, aren't you?
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your...
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this...
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the...
Really? And what would be your answer to this?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own.
Осталось светлый, пламя лишь.
Hardened and purified by the flames.
Fire is just the instinctive answer of a caveman facing something he does not understand. This is the 20th century.
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph. Vicar Larrabee.
Have you any friends?
No. But I have a disciple I see as...
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the...
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil.
Where did you send...
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery.
Нормально.
I have heard enough for today.
Soon the time will come when you will all be judged for your sins. Even now he judges.
Что, блядь, за загрузка?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Так, стоять.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Так.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Так, стоять.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
Короче, ладно.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Ох ты, шустрый как. Давайте лут, мне нужен лут. Это что у нас? Саморезы, всякое рахло. Нам нужен... Что за загрузки такие долгие пошли?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the
Почему,
best
блядь, я
informed
не могу?
regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about this?
Почему нельзя пропустить
I'll be
меня?
glad to help you if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'm looking for
Сказка
Dorothy
есть?
Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir, Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives, how she survives, whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an...
Так, я вот так вот сделал.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren soils and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Так. Стоит кого-то найти. Ящики письмо. Слушай.
Oh, Camellia.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to...
Do you need medical attention?
It may be why
I understand.
the nutrition of my mind.
I'll leave you alone.
Что? Что было? Окей.
Good evening, miss. I'm Doctor. I know what you're thinking. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I know you... Very well.
Что ли? Состояние тяжелое. Почему она тяжелая? Почтовый ящик. Это, наверное.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Don't be.
I'm not looking.
All right then, but be quick.
Do you know?
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crasionescu. She came from Romania.
You seem to.
Dorothea.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you?
I haven't. Do you need any?
It depends.
I'm shocked that you would think I.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so.
Goodbye, miss.
Дали лекарства, пошли дальше. Давай, дубль 2.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know. Don't you see we're on the same side?
I'm nothing like you.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing
I have to admit your words have conviction.
It's locked, all right.
If you want to talk to
Check
Dorothea,
results.
you must go across.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to
I know you fought for your country when it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not a peace.
How did you meet? No.
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about...
You mean occupy?
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than...
Do you?
Who knows?
Don't be.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this.
Goodbye.
Блин.
Yes?
Do you need some help, Mr.
I am very tired.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll.
Free drugs from an English doctor.
Goodbye, Mr.
Чё тебе сейчас командировать можно? Чё тут не стащишь, да? Так, тут ну, что ли?
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor, none at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Окей.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
Блин, что выбрать? А надо зашить артерию, позволить.
Yes. Yes. I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, Doctor. I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Тогда не было, что ли, кардиомассаж?
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Как он мне интересно? Взял бы, добил бы, ведь дело. Окей. С ним мы разобрали.
Here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then.
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal. It's locked.
This one stinks already. Look at it! Vicious bugger! Filthy piece of shit!
Что еще у нас тут? И все.
problems. As long as you have the money.
Ну, давай тригенимся. Надо 6 рукавиц. Так. Утомление. Игры. Утомление. Лекарства сами потом.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Кажется, так, мне сын, да? Так стоять. Добре.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barry.
Protection against malevolence and trickery. You are blinded by your faults.
One way or another.
Смотрим, что тут происходит. Что за фриз был?
Soon the time will come when you will all be judged for your sins. Even now.
Оделся журно.
Men should not be your main concern. The disease upon us is an accident of nature, but the punishment.
А вот он.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London,
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Так, сын этот остался.
Don't be afraid. Fancy Bob.
You never... Right then.
Чего? Я на другой, короче.
When science fails you,
It's all a bloody joke to you, innit?
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
when
Так.
science fails you, this elixir will give you faith.
Люди, я Артемка, я вернулся.
Здорово, Артемка, как дела? Давно тебя не видно было, Артемчик.
Я восстал.
Кто пропадал? Да прокачаться. Да прокачаться.
Алмаз, бот, все норм, сижу, рисы фармлю в расте, а у тебя как?
Нормально, вот решил поиграть, что это. Вампира. Да, 1200. Кралась ярость. Бездна. Вскипеть. Заносила вон столись. Теняж. Странно.
Пипец, раст подорожал, был 700 с чем-то, а сейчас 160. 0.
600? Бывает что. Без... Тысяча, так тысяча, черт с ним. Скоро плюс 10% делал. Следующее. Состояние района. Чем больше убивать, здорово. Житель района окажется слишком рискованным.
Что за игра?
Вампир? И чё в итоге? Стал стабильно.
У меня айлит, да и еще очередь на сервер 85 челов.
Так, я теперь 11 это. Так, подожди, сидит. Здравствуйте. Ох ты.
Зачем я вообще раскупил?
Не знаю. Ух ты. Тихо, 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 тихо. Охотник. Ерунда из. Правда. Да я вот тут в Epic Games, считай, новогодние были эти приколюхи раздавали каждый день игры. Все части Tomb Raider раздают бесплатно. 100 января. Если вдруг решишь.
Я забрал.
Красавчик. Еще какие игры забрал? Кстати, Vampyr я оттуда забрал тоже. Ты где? Прикольно меня выкинул, то есть.
Я пропадал на недельку и почти ничего не забрал.
Блин. Стоп. Ну, бывает у меня тоже такое. Попал-то.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Так. Страниц, что ли? Где сестра? Там на чем?
Welcome back.
Good evening, nurse.
Dorothy is all right. If you don't mind me calling you Jonathan.
That's fine.
What can I do for you then, Jonathan?
Show me what you have in stock.
Сыворотка нам. Это что дать могу? было за 16, да? 40 продает. Еще продать. Опять.
— 25 рублей рожица без эмоций.
И мы вот это. Так, что у нас? Пошли к столу, короче, что делать? Еще уже находится рядом. У меня, кстати, стрим не подтормажится. Немного.
Я бы тебе задонил, на почему-то алертс не хочет через телефон.
Да. Сыворотка стала. Шо? 15. 500. Супер. И окей. Главная боль. Это не хватает. Припишет. Теперь и я уже доволен. А это то, что ты сюда. С ней хочешь через телефон. Так, подожди, а я вот тут не. Был. Пойдем там лекарство дадим. Стоять. Из донати говорю. Женки нашел. Ресурсы, короче. Да, ведет. А, все. Чё?
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir.
В этой игре знаешь, что прикольно, Артемчик? То, что тут нельзя тпшиться, короче. Ну, по карте. Чтобы до какого-то места найти, надо тебе все перейти, короче.
Короче, как-то мы с друзьями пошли рядить соседа, типа я накидывая бич-пакет, отворачиваюсь, и оп, почему-то взрывается под нами, и мы умираем, прибегаем, и там бомж все залутал и бежал в NPC город. Что?
Я говорю, в этой игре прикольно то, что тут вот так вот карту открыть. Открываешь карту. Возможно, вот так вот пишется, короче. И то есть надо самому бегать по этой всей карте. То есть нету в этой игре ТП.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people in...
Your father is worried about...
So my father actually worries about me then? Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I...
I'm not bothered. What?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day. My father is an idiot who makes idiot.
Forgive my blunt...
Why should I?
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation?
That's exactly what my father says.
If life here...
I don't go outside.
So that's why you stay at home all day?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed.
Все. Блять, опять.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of...
Не люблю по всей карте бегать.
Ну тут в этом и смысл и заключается. Пока ты бежишь, ты опыт себе качаешь. Пошел чувак, спокойно. Все, что можно, стащить, и все открыто. Тьмецо. Тьмецо. Так, а у меня глаза покраснели. Спокойно зашел, чувак полутал, думаю, вышел, да? Спасибо, до свидания. Стоять. Выход. Стоять, чтобы ориентироваться куда-нибудь. Сюда. Вот эти вот.
Рожица без рта.
Чё этот? Давай, пожар.
This is despicable. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Ой.
Ну что, ничего больше залутать нельзя. Так, мне надо.
I have this thirst for blood.
Так, ковбой, да? Шедрос вот у нас. Само собой оставим. Что надо как-то кровь устанавливать. Побили что ли всех? Ну-ка, смажется. Страница. Да уйди ты. Ой, 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 ой. Забегался. Фризит. Фризит, жестко фризит. Так надо, наверное. Небольшой перерыв сделать надо.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Это сразился. Да уйди ты от меня. Не туда стреляешь. Побежали, догоняй меня, папа. Есть минус. Откуда столько взялось-то?
Куго фоллоу друг на дурга.
Здорово, Гольф. О, можно что нет-то? Ой, вот это используем-ка. Так, мне кровь нужна. Спасибо. Сейчас, секунду. О, я тоже выстрелить могу. Старая дубинка. Вот. Окей. Так. Секунду. Так, сделаю перерыв как раз и к тебе дам. Окей? Go. Официал. Так вот делаю.
Ку Артём. Чё делаешь? Ты долго еще будешь играть? Да. Ре. Ахахахахахахах пыс-пызахахах хахахах хахахах хахах. Не флудинерб. Окей. Гавы цар ты милиты уже все. Пш, скажи, что ты играешь, пш-пш. RNG. Чё? Мех можно посмеяться. Даньго по ДС.
Тебя тут, ребят. Мир пока хорош владеть только. Давайте чат не будем. Чат забивать всякого. Флудом. Я боту просто выключу. Заезжать вот. Почему, блядь, фриз? Почему? Почему? Так, куда ты? Так. Сорок метров. 16. Рискнем? Ну, погнали. Опа. Хорошо. Что? Темнадцать. Закол мне. 16 год. Зовут. Все хорошо. Палец возвращай. То, что подделает. Сколько ставим?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
Чего выбрать интересно?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind. I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal...
Так, походу придется быстренько перезайти. Даже... А, это же...
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Нет, нет. А. Пирша.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Все что?
I
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan.
No need to apologize, my lady.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have no...
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiry.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring...
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect...
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable...
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan?
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not...
So me being a vampire?
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire, but...
I'd like... I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the...
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk...
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their project.
Excuse my forwardness, but...
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish...
A vamp?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon. And that...
Are you an...
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man
So we...
How to put it?
Why does Dr. Swansea...
Dr. Swansea...
What do you know about this Brotherhood of...
The Brotherhood is well...
And...
As you well...
And...
As you well...
Why did you say...
I could hardly stand by and watch such a...
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that...
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor.
What?
Not a true...
I know this...
Really? And I thought you were gentle...
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are...
A lady has to have some.
And who...
My maker.
I've been...
Things have... Yes.
What?
Fear...
When I awoke...
Though I can't...
Once...
They have seen...
You may...
Morris's... Immortal.
Do you know...
You mean your maker?
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you...
Will they...
I do not...
That's sad.
Vampire...
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Да. Хорошо. Так.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Окей. Стоять. Надо перезайти по быренькому. Там ничего. Не все. Открываем. Вроде. А вот он. Стащить отсюда можно, нет? Окей, вот тут. Это.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional...
Please speak.
This strange...
Really?
I never saw symptoms like this when I was in...
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This...
This is very interesting.
Yes. Unlike the flu...
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine?
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading and...
But Jonathan...
What on earth do you mean?
Why you, my dear boy? With...
But the risk of infection using...
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties.
We'll discuss this more later.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said...
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your...
My sister.
She's to be buried.
I see.
I'm sorry.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear. Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood...
Mr. Thatcher, do you have...
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget...
I understand.
No.
Why were you locked in that sewer?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital. I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with...
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about is their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional...
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being...
No!
An irrational fear...
Well, Doctor, take it...
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again.
Ох ты. Сказка сгорела.
Do you need medical...
Don't get me wrong, sir.
I'm certain...
It is true. You risked your life.
Goodbye, Mr.
Rats in the streets.
Сказка сгорела.
Good evening, sir.
Dr. Reed.
And you...
Newton Blight.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince...
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors.
What
war was...
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirm...
Сказка сгорела.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Все здоровы. Цоколь. Шестнадцатый уровень. Прикольно. Что туда? А? Что?
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Куда? Пошли всех подряд. Чё просто? Ах, тупик. Качественное оружие. Получает еще как? Да что ты можешь? Что ты раз?
What do you want?
Все.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know.
They've lost their minds in the epidemic.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Xiaoxun.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies? This man's far too old to be sent. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. It's locked, all right.
Все странно.
Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Пойдем пока.
As I feared, Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
И этого теперь давить надо. Еще раз. Еще раз.
This is... despicable.
Ладно, давай в беде. Куш. Засранец видит меня. Взял что?
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company.
She was a good...
You're a good person.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me.
Jonathan,
I still hear her last thoughts.
Jonathan,
How is it possible?
Don't you see?
And so this...
I don't want...
You may be...
Of course.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Странная цель. Как же он висит сам, если он так ладно. Шо? Есть, а где кровать? Что?
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
И чё? Я не могу пройти? Шар. шиллинги.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor in...
A doctor, you say?
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir. Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
All right.
Пока с этими зябликами.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
А у него слабость. Правильно. Ну, тут есть. Чего? Все? Нет, пошли дальше. Ой. Схватит. Ой, вали в сторону, что. Что? И опять разговор.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat...
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray.
The church is shut by order of the bishop, but I'm still the vicar of St.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that...
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Сейчас, сейчас.
Open your...
Так. Иду на секунду.
Just know, you seem so troubled by the loss. She has been laid to rest. I see. And I feel responsible. I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the... Ask your question, Vicar. What would you like her to know? I'm so sorry, Mary. You have been heard, my son.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son.
I have found Samuel, your disciple.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back.
Yes, he is now.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you if...
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her...
That woman is as depraved as Jezebel, and she deserves the same fate.
Really? Why is that?
This woman runs no medical facility, but a temple to the false prophets of science and...
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean.
За этот подсказка, походу, сгорит, да? Правильно. Что выбрать?
You're not the savior of London. You're just a...
I take no pleasure in this awful
Успел выключить камеру. Ой, камеру беру. Так, ладно.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from...
No! Samuel was the best of us.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
Your precious Samuel used you. He...
If that's true, then he will be my book.
I have heard enough for tonight.
Концентрируем сам. Окей. Самый короткий.
Доброй ночи. С Новым годом.
Здоровья, с Новым годом. Спасибо. Все-таки подключу.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy.
50 всего.
Goodbye, young man.
Стоп, а кто?
Не спится.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy.
Здоровья.
Goodbye.
Альмер. Что прям. Здорово. А ты что не спишь, Яр? Ну. Так, мы Жангарь.
Как игра.
Прикольно затягивает, правда есть минус один, то что читать дофига надо. Гарри Питерсон.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Even my dreams are...
Шутка прикольно, единственное. Щит постоянно.
Весь режим сбил, в колледж погонял немного.
Калибру.
May I ask
Сарчик.
you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
700 очков.
My dreams are soaked with gloom.
Плюс 4000.
Блин, ВКонтакте невозможно смотреть, виснет постоянно.
Так, перейди на YouTube. Я ж YouTube ищу. Зайди туда, посмотри. Ну, нормально, вот я вот смотрю, считай за.
Ага.
Стой. Куда вы? Ученик стоит. Шли дальше пешком. Шестнадцатый уровень. Секунда. 50 секунд.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Как НГ встретил, на рыбалку ездил.
Да, съездил один раз. Съездил. Кстати, помнишь, мы же работали?
Remorse and pain are precious, binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
Хотел.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Что насчет работы?
Этот не договорил. Ты же этот, в зимнем был же. Я, короче, походу в тот день все ноги отморозил. Причем капитально. Я схожу до сих пор, это, так очень как будто иглы покалывают, короче. Так. Почему я?
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
Фига се.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Короче, сейчас сходишь, такое ощущение, как будто это ноги иглами покалывают.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Так что летнего мороза не работает.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song.
Стрим это за?
You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Так, что-нибудь стащить у тебя еще можно, нет?
У тебя дочка не спит еще.
В телефоне.
The hospital has been attacked.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is
she, Jonathan? She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a...
Very well.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was...
So Hampton became more...
Exactly. And now guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of...
Rest assured, I will...
McCullum is a fanatic. The guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will...
Okay.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
И надо. Снова. 100. Штук надо. Что ты будешь? Так, клавиши путаю.
Sad and faded. Good evening. Do you need medical? The proximity of the dead is not the most healthy Don't take... And that is a...
Goodbye, Mr. Chidam.
It's locked.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Is there anything...
Really?
Please. I heard Miss... Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye for now, mister.
Oh, sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I'll never cook it.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical attention?
Do you know?
Despite what you think...
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved.
What can you tell me?
It's a disgrace. How on earth?
Goodbye, Mrs.
I'm quite...
What can you...
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and...
So you don't think the blame...
We all hold fast here, Doctor...
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous.
Then you are...
I wish this...
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Все пошли.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
What can you...
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after...
Do you require medical...
I will be fine.
No.
I'll try.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening.
Evening.
Can you tell me anything about recent events at the hospital?
Before the shouts and the noises, I think...
Did you recognize them?
I couldn't hear.
Soldier?
Not really.
As long...
Don't think you can...
Goodbye for now.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid...
Our job...
That's easy.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Doctor.
Так.
Oh,
Yes.
Jonathan.
Forgive me.
I'm all...
What do you know of...
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to...
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out... The Now that's... Now that's quite... Very little. I don't...
Have you embraced
Спасибо,
this woman?
я спать.
Like the other
Приятной
patients,
игры.
Mr. Renfrew?
Спасибо, спасибо. Доброй ночи.
And no,
Yeah.
I did not kill her.
Is there...
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every...
Temptation.
Over the years...
Thank you, Miley.
Так. Всем лекарств. Всем сейчас надо себя подкатить. 300. Ладно. Полностью. Так, ладно. На сегодня все. Сказал. Рад вас видеть. Добрый.